On October 7, 2023, the world was shocked by Hamas's devastating attack on Israel. Among the more than 200 hostages taken to Gaza, the image of Shiri Bibas, 32 years old, clutching her 9-month-old baby, Kfir, alongside her 4-year-old son, Ariel, became a heartbreaking symbol. They were dragged away by Hamas gunmen, while Kfir Bibas, 34 years old, the father, was separated from his wife and children. In the following months, the Bibas family disappeared within Hamas's grasp. Despite desperate pleas from their relatives and public protests demanding their release, they never returned home. By early 2025, news of their fate finally emerged, but it was far from a hopeful ending. In November 2023, Hamas claimed that Shiri Bibas and her 2 children had died in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza. However, Israeli authorities could not verify this claim due to a lack of evidence, and Kfir Bibas remained missing. As time passed, the conflict and negotiations continued, but the Bibas family faded from public attention amid dozens of other hostages. Then, on February 20, 2025, Hamas unexpectedly returned 4 bodies to Israel. Among them were Ariel and Kfir Bibas, but the body supposedly belonging to Shiri Bibas did not match her identity, sparking outrage in Israel. On February 21, 2025, Hamas admitted the mistake and handed over the correct body of Shiri Bibas. However, forensic examinations by Israel's National Institute of Forensic Medicine revealed no evidence that they had been killed by an airstrike, contradicting Hamas's earlier statement. This raised serious suspicions that Shiri and her 2 children had been murdered while in captivity. The Israeli government immediately accused Hamas of executing the Bibas family, and Kfir Bibas's fate remained unknown. The news of the Bibas family's death shocked all of Israel. Millions mourned the 2 innocent children who were killed after months in captivity, particularly Kfir Bibas, the youngest hostage ever taken in Israel's history. On February 26, 2025, tens of thousands of Israelis lined the streets, holding Israeli flags and orange balloons, the color representing the movement for hostage freedom, as they bid farewell to Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir Bibas on their final journey. The funeral took place near Kibbutz Nir Oz, where the family had lived before the Hamas attack. Their relatives were overwhelmed with grief, and Kfir Bibas's grandparents wept as they clutched a photo of their grandson. They had once hoped Kfir would return to their arms, but the reality was far more tragic. Some mourners cried out, "We failed to save them," expressing their sorrow that the Israeli government had been unable to bring them home safely. Several Israeli leaders attended the funeral, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who declared that those responsible for the Bibas family's deaths would face justice. He vowed that the war against Hamas would continue until all remaining hostages were rescued and Hamas was completely eliminated. The story of the Bibas family has become one of the most devastating tragedies of the Israel-Hamas conflict, not just as the loss of a single family, but as a powerful reminder of the horrors of war, where even the most innocent children cannot escape its devastation.